then we have, this ends on June 30th too, and this is to join Stampin' Up. You get a free bundle. You get to pick any of the bundles in the new catalog for free, along with your $125 of item products of your choice. So that's that. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get started. So what we're going to do today is in my class last night, we did one of the cards that we did was a gatefold card. So this is what, this is not the card that we did, but I just wanted to show that there's different ways that you can do a gatefold card to decorate it and all that stuff. So this one I put a belly band on it. So the belly band just slides off and then you open it up like that. So this is what you call a gate card. There's all different kinds of styles and ways that you can do it. And I think that I'm going to show you guys, not today's video, we're just going to do this one, different cuts and different folds that you can do that are still a gate card, that's considered a gate card. But we're going to recreate this card, but we're going to decorate it a little differently, and we're going to use different colors. So what I'm going to be using is one of the new in colors. This is, I think it's Just Jade. And we're going to bring in our paper trimmer, and I'm going to cut this with the portrait side up top, and I'm going to cut it at 5.5. So this is real simple to do, just like that. We're going to cut it in half. Then this gives me 2 card bases now when you cut it like that. So I'm going to put it into my trimmer, and I'm going to put it at 2 1/8. And then I'm just going to score that at 2 1/8. Then I'm going to flip it around and score the other side at 2 1/8. Just like that. Okay, so there is the base for it. So I'm going to fold it at the score lines. I'm going to move this out of the way, and I'm just going to burnish it really good here. Fold the other side. Okay, so there's our card base for your gatefold card. All right, so I'm going to put that aside, and what I've got is some designer series paper here. I've already cut them. This is Flowers for Every Season from the designer series pack. And I love the daisies. Aren't they pretty? I love the colors, actually. So we're going to use this. These are cut at 5 3/8 by 2, both of these. And then I had a piece of scrap Just Jade that I used my stitched shapes. I used the circle. I used the second to the smallest size, and I just ran it through the Big Shot and cut a circle out of it. So, and then I took a sheet of cardstock and I cut a 1-inch strip using the Just Jade, and I think this is cut at 9 1/4, 9.5, something like that. Let me measure this real quick so I can give you the right measurements. I will have this on my blog probably, I'm shooting for Monday. Okay, so yeah, 9 1/4 inches long, 1 inch wide. And then I punched out a little circle from Daffodil Delight. I used my 1/2-inch circle punch, but this has retired. If you have a 1/2-inch circle punch, that would work great. If not, there's dies that have little circles in there, and you can just die cut you out a circle. Okay, or you can stamp a circle and cut that out freehand. Excuse me. And then I have the inside piece for our card, and this is 4 by 5 1/4. And then I have a piece of scrap for punching our daisy out, because we're going to decorate it with a daisy. So I'm going to go ahead and punch out our daisy. And you can make your daisy as fancy as you want. If you have both the daisy punches, the large and the small one, you can layer them on top of them, and that would be really pretty. Or you can just go ahead and punch out 2 of whatever size of daisy punch that you have. and you can layer them too and overlap them a little bit, just like so. And I think that that's probably what I'm going to do, is just do just like that. And then you can take your bone folder and you can curve them. You can curve them down. You can curve them going different ways. All that kind of good stuff. And I'm going to hold off on that. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of glue on here. And I'm going to glue these two together, just like so. And then there's our daisy. Then I'm going to take my little circle and I'm going to put a little glue on that. And then I'm going to just put that in the center. Okay, so like that. And I'm going to bring the phone down just a little bit here. So hopefully that's good. All right, now we have our circle that we've die cut. We have our 2 pieces of our designer series paper. We have our daisy that is ready to go. And I think that's all we need. Well, let's see, we got a sentiment. So we have this piece and this piece. Let's go ahead and I think I'm going to use the scrap. We need our sentiment. So I think what I'm going to do is do from the Timeless Tulips. I love the font on this, Happy Birthday. So that's what we're going to use. We're going to use the Happy Birthday. I am going to bring in probably, we're either going to use the Just Jade or we're going to use Poppy Parade. I think I want to use, you guys are going to have to forgive me because my class last night, so everything is still in the other room. Okay, so I'm going to be using this old block here. So we're going to block up our block up. We're going to put our Happy Birthday on there. And I'm actually going to stamp it in both colors and see which one I like best. I think I'm going to like the Poppy Parade the best. And then we're just going to stamp that right down here. Just like that. Okay. And actually, I think that's exactly, I'm not going to use the Just Jade. We're going to use the Poppy Parade. We're going to make it simple. Okay. Then I just need to close this without getting ink all over my fingers. Okay, just like that. All right, I have ink on my fingers. Look how messy I am. Okay, I'm gonna move that out of the way too, just so I don't mess up. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I am just gonna trim this. Whoop. Well, I don't have much choice. I'm gonna have to use my ribbon scissors. Oh, I hate that. And dulls, then paper dulls your scissors. Okay, and then we're just gonna trim that off right there. I'm going to leave this side a little longer because we may need some tucking room. And we're going to bring back in our card base and we're going to adhere our 2 layers to the front. So I'm going to put some glue on here. And we are just going to put this right on here, try to center it the best that we can to have even border all the way around. Oops. Just like that. And then we're going to do the same thing to this side. I'm trying to stay in the picture frame too, which is kind of hard for me. Alright, I'm going to do the same thing to this side here. Just like that. Okay, I am pretty happy with the way that that looks. I want this side to come down just a little bit. Okay, so there we go. So there is the front of our card. So isn't that pretty? I love the way that that opens up. Now we're going to make our belly band. So you take your strip of paper. It's 1 inch by 9 1/4. We're going to lay our card on top of that and try to do it where it's pretty centered, the card. And then we're going to fold over one side and fold over the other side and get it straight on there where it lines up, just like that, okay? And then we're just going to take our glue and put a little glue right on the edge of it. And then just line that up and just hold it just for a couple seconds so that it sticks. So thank you so much for joining me today. I'd love to say hi to whoever is on here, so please say hi. Okay, and then I'm just taking my bold folder and I'm just kind of bending and folding and breaking down the fibers of our petals to our daisy. And then that is going to go on there with a dimensional. So we're just going to put a dimensional right on the back of that and place that right there. And then we're going to put another dimensional on the back of this, but we're going to put it like right here and right here. And you want to make sure that you keep it on your belly band, because if you put it down to the center of your card or on the outside of the belly band, then you're not going to be able to take your belly band off to open your card. So make sure that you only put it on the belly band. Okay, so there we go. So that's that. I also, my center slipped just a little bit. It's probably dried. It's not quite centered. What did I do? Here's our sentiment. So we're going to just do our sentiment. I am going to stick it, well, let's see here, maybe under one of the petals, like that. It's going to be too long. So let's go ahead and, where am I going to put this? It's really too long for the front of this card, but, well, we could just leave it with no sentiment and put the sentiment inside. We could do that. I didn't think about this being too large. I thought because it was small that it would work. We're going to go ahead and trim this off. And I think what I'm going to do is just put it right down here to the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and glue that on. Come on, glue. All right, so we're just going to glue that right here to the bottom, just like that. Okay, so I want to do something to the flower, but I need a really pretty embellishment. And I think what I'm going to do, I don't know if this is going to work or not, but I'm going to take my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm using the putty end, and I'm going to pick up my embellishments, and I think I'm just going to put a little cluster of the embellishments right in the center of our flower center, just like that. All right, so maybe we'll use a couple more. That's what we'll do. We'll use a couple more and put kind of like that. I kind of think I like that. Come on. Just like that. Well, come on. Sometimes things just give you a little bit of trouble. Alright, so I'm going to put one more. That's what I'm going to do. Alright, so we'll just add another one right there. Really, there we go. There we go. I like the way that looks. There we go. All right, so isn't that pretty? So then what we're going to do is we're going to slip off our belly band, And then we'll put, you know what, we should stamp something really pretty on the inside. It's happy birthday, so what should we put on the inside? What a difference a beautiful, what a beautiful difference one single life makes. I think we'll put that because I like that for a birthday, because if the person wasn't born, we wouldn't have their life in our life, right? So let's go ahead. I got to take this off and put this back on here. So we will block this up. And I'm going to use Poppy Parade again. So let's bring back in our Poppy Parade. And we're going to ink that up carefully, not to get it on this big block, but all right. And then we're going to stamp. Actually, that didn't ink up very well. Let's try this again. There we go. All right, so now I'm just going to stamp that right on the top here. So you guys, I don't know why, but I am not seeing comments. Oh, there we go. All right, so I don't know why I'm not seeing comments. I'm not seeing comments. Oops, there we go. Oh, there we go. Whoops. All right, there you guys go. Hey, Chris. Hey, Olivia. It's okay. I'm just catching up with the comments, you guys. Yay. Well, thank you. Thank you, Olivia. Okay, so we are just going to stamp this down right there. And then there we go. And if we wanted to decorate the inside of our card, we could bring out the daisy stamp set and stamp a daisy on there. Or we could, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and use this one from Lovely You. You know, it's not really a daisy, but I think that it will work. And we'll stick that on the back of that. And I think that we will bring in some Blushing Bride ink. And because we have Blushing Bride in our designer series paper, so I think that that's what we'll do. And we will just stamp our little flower. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to do it right here. Just like that. Will be a little different. So I like that. So what do you guys think? Pretty easy, huh? Aw, thank you. Okay, so now we're going to put that in the inside. And we're going to put some glue. And a little glue goes a long way. So that just gets put in the center of our card base here. Just like that. And then we close it back up. And we put our belly band back on. Just like that. So let's bring this one back in here. So there is another way that you can decorate your gatefold card. So I hope that you guys like that. Thanks for joining me today. Oh, I have to show you guys and share something with you. I got this beautiful little card. Oh, just got ink on it. In the mail from one of my friends who placed her order. So she sent it in with the card. And then we have, I have to share this card with you because it's so cute. I'm just not sure. There, where did I put it? Oh, here it is. This is a card that Miss Olivia made in class last night, and she gave this to me. Isn't that cute? She did such a good job. So I wanted to share those with you guys. You know, guys, I love getting cards. Just like everybody loves to get cards. Okay, so this one we decorated with the butterfly. I used the same designer series paper, Flowers for Every Season. And then we used the butterfly punch, and we punched out the large and the small butterfly. I took some linen thread, tied a bow, and put a rhinestone in the center. And that just opens up the same way. And just like so. And then you can put your sentiment in the center. So isn't that cute? I think they're, well, I think they're pretty. And then, so a little bit different from the gatefold card that we did in class last night. I'm going to do another type of a gatefold class on our next Facebook Live. I just want to show you guys that they're really not hard to do, and you can decorate them any way that you want to. And I'm sending you a card, right? Yes, I will send you a card. So you can decorate them any way that you want to, and every way that you decorate them, they turn out just a little bit different. Let me, if you guys have 1 second, I'll be right back. I want to show you the card we did last night. All right. So this is the gatefold that we did last night in our class. This is just one of the cards that we did. So it opens up the same way, only we layered our designer series paper, and we did a square for our sentiment, and then we just embellished it with some balloons. So that's just different ways that you can do it. So you guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate the time that you take out to be with me. And hope you guys have a blessed rest of the day. Oh, hey, Marty. Hey, Megan. So I wish I had another one to show you guys, but I don't. So I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope it inspired you, and you go off and make a gatefold card. Okay, you guys. I love you much. Have a great, fantastic, blessed rest of your day. Okay. Bye-bye. Oh, I enjoyed class too. All right. Bye-bye, you guys.